These are all the fragrances that I added to my collection in the month of September.
Who wants to see the most obscene fragrance haul ever? Yes, this is very overwhelming.
Do any of you really like watching haul videos when it comes to, you know, fragrance content? I certainly used to. It's something that I think is very popular in our space, and increasingly I think that's become more and more extreme. So whether that's like the amount that people spend or the amount of bottles that they receive. So in today's video we're going to be kind of featuring various different haul based videos. So if you guys are intrigued and if you want to kind of watch with me, then we'll just jump straight into it. First thing that I want to clarify is I'm guilty of this as well, by the way. I'm not innocent, I'm not an angel when it comes to haul videos. To be honest, I haven't filmed that many in the past. I think I've filmed about 3-ish kind of haul videos, and to be honest with you guys, it was always more of a collective haul because I don't really buy that many fragrances anymore. I think what I used to do is I used to collectively do it over, like, say a few months, and that seemed to be really popular. And like, thinking back to why I was doing it, I think the majority reason was because like a lot of you guys really enjoy it. It seemed to be a really popular topic, and honestly when it comes to content creation, some videos you are kind of gearing it more towards what is popular, what will get views, etc, etc, and haul videos seem to be one of those videos that definitely garnered like a few more views in comparison to other videos out there. Over the last few years you've got the likes of TikTok, Instagram, etc, and more so people are delving into the perfume world, which is a great thing, by the way. In fact, like, the more people who are into this, the better for us, because we get more and more, you know, beautiful creations kind of coming out of the woodworks. At the same time though, it's kind of still going into that overconsumption type of realm where you are literally just buying bottle after bottle after bottle. So I just kind of want to show you guys like a few different videos that I picked up. Most of them are from TikTok, and as always I always put like the TikTok user down in the description, so we'll just watch a few together and yeah, we'll go from there.
These are all the fragrances that I added to my collection in the month of September. I would like to preface that it was my birthday month and I did sell a lot of perfumes to make space for these, so that's my little disclaimer. I'm going to speed run through all of these. If you want to hear about one of them individually, then let me know and I will film a dedicated video for it. My birthday present to myself this year, this is Pink Me Up from Atelier Dior. This is just fizzy, fruity, girly. I love it so much, and look at that bottle. That just screams birthday to me. Another very girly fragrance is Gritty's Tutu. This is more creamy, less fizzy than Pink Me Up, but still fruity and fun. I love it. Oriana is like a citrus, orange blossom, marshmallow fragrance. I love this. Again, very girly, very appropriate for what I'm into at the minute. Meloria smells like a really elegant, fruity shampoo. I love that one. Escapade Gourmand is my new favourite vanilla. I love this so much. I don't know why I used to hate this so much, but this is just creamy, it's decadent, it's sweet, but it still feels a little bit grown up and not too juvenile. Love it. Printemps Blanc is a tea and white floral fragrance, perfect for every day. So pretty. Morn to Dusk from Eau d'Italie. This is a very light, everyday clean vanilla. I'm kind of hoping this gets a little bit stronger the longer I have it. Seductive Cedra is my new favourite lemon gourmand. I'm obsessed with it. Did a whole video on it. Love it so much. Dave is the perfect everyday toasted cozy vanilla, but it doesn't smell too sweet. Oh, amazing. Love this one. I wanted black tie, couldn't get black tie, so this is the next best thing. This is Orchid Vanille from Van Cleef & Arpels. Just a really elegant, beautiful, kind of powdery vanilla. Musk Therapy is the clean scents of all clean scents. It's perfect. A little bit fruity, but has that nice musky quality. Remember Me is a milky tea.
So I'm just going to stop it there, otherwise we're literally going to be here forever. So I found it really interesting because she said that it's been, you know, obviously her birthday month, so that's probably why it's a bit of a larger haul, and I totally get that. I used to be the same, where like whenever it was more closer to my birthday month, I used to treat myself in terms of like buying a number of different fragrances, and that was my way at the time of kind of like divulging more and more into what I wanted, and there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's, you know, absolutely great. And I also like the fact that she mentioned she sold a few of her fragrances in order to get these other ones, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't get to see. A lot of the times people do declutter and they will, you know, sell off their used fragrances, and then they will use that to buy new fragrances. And I've definitely done that before. I think that's a really great way of kind of recycling and you know, potentially getting newer ones in your collection. The only thing that I would say is obviously you're consuming more and more because you're buying more and more newer fragrances, whereas what I've done in the past is I have bought them also secondhand. I know some people are like a little bit iffy about that, and I totally get why, but you know, if you kind of trust the seller and if you kind of know, you know, what you're getting, I think in many respects that can be a really great saving for you guys. So yeah, some really interesting choices. I saw Oriana from Parfums de Malais and Meloria. Now I won't lie to you guys, I don't really love either of them. Oriana, I did a video way back. This is going maybe 3 or 4 years ago when it launched. There was something about it that was like a little bit too screechy. Maybe it was like the musk, the marshmallowy kind of musk. I don't really like anything with a big note of ambrette, which is usually used to replicate that musk note. So that was one that I didn't really like. And, you know, I've seen a lot of other popular ones that she's showing here. So we'll just go through the rest of the video and then we'll kind of get your guys' thoughts.
It's so beautiful. I love this one for the weekends. London Fog is my favorite rainy day fragrance. You've got vanilla, lavender, citrus in the opening. You've got honey, there's tea. It's such a nice comforting fragrance, very calming. I love it. Chalet is a fizzy white chocolate and champagne fragrance. It's so fun. I feel like it's a really nice winter gourmand, but without smelling like cake. This is my birthday fragrance that my partner got me, Bow de Freak Absolute. Such a beautiful everyday woody citrus. It's so nice. Sakura Snow is the perfect winter floral. It has a cold feeling to it because of that snow note. It's just really wearable. This is my scent of the day. I love it so much. We've finally got to my travel sizes. I am trying to be better and trying to invest more in travel sizes rather than full bottles, but not everything comes in as travel size. So Vanilla Salt from Ellis Brooklyn. I actually did buy a full bottle of this. Wasn't that wowed by it. It's okay. It's a salty, kind of beachy vanilla, a bit of an odd launch for this time of year. Kayali's Rose Oud is my favourite rose and oud combo. So much so that I've actually decluttered quite a few of my rose and oud fragrances because I love this one so much. In Dreams and Fairy Tales, the blueberry one from Source. Oh, I'm obsessed with this. Such a unique, sweet fragrance. Nest Creme de Clementine. Chocolate orange in a bottle, I love it. Nest Indigo, this is a really calming tea, a little bit aromatic, there's fig in there, it's so nice. Those are all the fragrances that I added to my collection. I actually did have more, but I have decluttered quite a lot of my collection this month. Let me know what
so just to kind of round off, she's got some really lovely picks in here. I'm really intrigued to know whether she bought all of them herself. I know that she mentioned that the Baldia Freak fragrance was gifted by her partner, but I do wonder sometimes because, you know, and I'm not saying this is the case with her, by the way, but there are some creators out there that do get PR gifts and you know, things along these lines, and sometimes they don't completely convey that on the video, which, you know, is kind of entirely up to them whether they do it or not. But I do really like the mix of different fragrances that she had. She had very niche to quite affordable and, you know, a little bit more mainstream high street. So yeah, I really loved her video, and we'll just jump into another one. That one was a lot more extreme. Wow. I'm a little bit envious, I won't lie to you. Like the types of fragrances that she got sent to her out of this world. She got Tom Ford, Creed, which other ones? Let's have a look. Actually one of the most insane PR hauls I've seen in a long time. She must be quite a big content creator because, I mean, as you guys know, I'm not really like active on TikTok and stuff. So, oh god, yeah, that's what she got. She got the Gucci Alchemist Garden collection. That is insane. As you guys know, these fragrances are mega expensive. I think in the UK you'd be paying nearly up to £300 each bottle. So that alone is maybe about £1,200 worth of fragrances right there. I'm actually quite shocked the fact that these PR agencies would be willing to send such pricey fragrances. I know in the grand scheme of things they don't cost too much to probably manufacture, but that is really insane. I would have never thought a brand like Gucci was to send, you know, their super luxurious fragrances, and that kind of is like a really telling sign for me, because I know a lot of you guys also see these luxury high-end designer brands, whether that's a Louis Vuitton, a Gucci, Tom Ford, etc. And I think sometimes we forget that they also do a lot of PR. I think sometimes these brands kind of convey this exclusivity aura, and that's not necessarily the case. Even niche brands out there, like niche fragrance brands, they're probably the same in the sense that they're always trying to push, you know, through PR and whatnot. But you know, just seeing how many boxes this woman had, it was just mind-blowing to me. But you know, credit to her if she's obviously like a big content creator and she has that scope of receiving that many fragrances through PR. Good for her. I just do hope that, you know, a lot of the times you won't love each and individual fragrance, especially when you're just being sent them willy-nilly. So I'm just wondering whether she then does like giveaways, or whether she gives them away maybe to family and friends. That's something that I would like to see. Sorry, the camera died, but I was just saying that that was another haul, a little bit more insane. But you know, since we're going on that trajectory of pretty intense perfume hauls, I have another one here for you, and this is Hayley. She's got a really big following on Instagram. I believe she might have a YouTube, but this is the video that I found on her TikTok. Now keep in mind, she is usually very transparent in the sense that she gets sent a lot of PR, so just keep in mind that most of this will be PR. I doubt that a lot of it will be bought with her own money, so we'll have a look and we'll get your guys' thoughts.
Who wants to see the most obscene fragrance haul ever? Yes, this is very overwhelming, but at the same time, I'm super grateful. So I'm going to open some of these up and give you my first impressions. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to have to remove some of these tall bits. But I guess first up, let's do this Acqua di Parma parcel. Panettone fragrance diffuser and Panettone candle. Ooh. That is delicious. The newest release from Juliet Has a Gun, and it is called Powder Love. It smells like sherbety, almost Turkish delight, but also sherbety. Oh, that is gorgeous. We have Ralph's Club by Ralph Lauren. Doesn't smell super unique on first impressions, but I will give it another shot. But this might make a great gift for one of the men in my life. So that sounded really weird. Family member, or, you know. Okay, next up I have this little advent calendar from Carna Barcelona. Oh, it opens like that. Bobo hand cream. Oh my gosh, super cute. You have this, I think this is a 30 ml of Supermoon. This is such a cool little advent calendar. What do you think about advent calendars? There's been so many this year. We have a package from KR Lee. Now, I did actually open this, but I haven't opened the fragrance inside because I do already have it. So this, ow! This is a re-release of Musk 12. Now, I already have a full bottle of Musk 12 in my collection. So I'm going to pop this to one side to do a gift away for one of you at some point. Playmate by Mind Games. Oh, I don't know. What does that smell like? I don't know if I like that, you know. First impressions on paper. I don't know. I'm getting something strange. I will revisit this. As you probably
saw, I think it kind of cut off as she was doing the other part of the haul. So it seems to me that there was many other fragrances that she received. And obviously she mentioned like she's super grateful. And I like the fact that she will do a giveaway from the bottles that, you know, maybe she has multiples of, etc. But yeah, what an insane haul. Carne Barcelona, beautiful brand. I actually really liked the look of that advent calendar. You know, the fact that they have those 30 ml smaller bottles included. The panettone from Acqua di Parma, that one seems really interesting to me because I love panettone anyway. So having that in the diffuser candle would be really beautiful. So in a way, like me watching these hauls with you guys already, I feel like I'm slightly getting influenced. And I think that's kind of like the danger of all of these haul videos, because you're seeing so many fragrances, and we're talking about tens of bottles here. Automatically your brain just goes in overdrive and you're like, right, I like this one, I like the look of this one, and you know, all of these brands that are just kind of like shoved on your screens consistently. It's just a little bit overwhelming, if I say so myself. So it's one of those things where you kind of like have to nitpick which videos you're kind of wanting to look at. I think with that style of video, because it is massively PR, the only thing that I would say is when you are getting a lot of PR kind of coming in, you need to be honest with your viewers. Like, I like the fact that the last one from Mind Games, she said that she was really unsure about that fragrance. I've heard a lot about Mind Games. Like, please guys, let me know if you've tried any of their fragrances. They seem to me to be one of those brands that are using PR quite effectively, because I've seen a lot of fragrance content creators talk about this brand, and whether or not they're actually worth trying, that's something that you guys need to let me know. It's one of those things where I don't know if I'm willing to spend the money even on multiple samples, because they are quite expensive with them being US based, so I kind of need to get them imported here to the UK. So yeah, I just want to kind of get your guys' thoughts around that. We're going to watch a couple more videos together. I don't think these are as insane as the last videos as we've just watched, but we'll kind of go through it together and we'll get your guys' thoughts.
I just got 3 fragrance packages from 3 different designer brands. All right, this is getting heavy. The best time of the day is when the mailman comes and hits your door. This Mason Margiela. Well, it's it's this. If you don't know what this is, go ahead and take a look at this picture and take a guess. Yes, it is By the Fireplace. And if you know me, I despise this fragrance more than anything. Hey, since I already own a bottle, I might as well give this to one of you guys. So you know what? If this video gets enough likes and comments, I will post a giveaway video on this tomorrow. This second one though is actually promising. What does that look like? Oh yes, Spice Bomb Extreme. And it comes with a 20 ml travel size with a nice little grenade clip too. That's sick. After this video, I'm gonna go put this on my car, and this is now my new car fragrance. I owned Metallic Musk, and now I own Spice Bomb Extreme. Apparently everyone says this is the best designer winter fragrance. And this last one, Mugler. I'm actually kind of scared that this is a woman's fragrance, dude. Are you? Come on.
Mugler, this is 2025. Do I look like a woman to you? Don't assume nowadays.
Nah, for real, I'll just give this to my mom. It probably smells good on a woman. This is what we end up getting from 3 different designer brands. So thank you very much to all 3 of them.
I don't know how I feel about that video. I feel really overstimulated. I don't know why. I think maybe it's the way he was kind of presenting them. Like, I find it really strange, you know, with, again, going back to the PR side of things, when people are getting multiple fragrances of which they already own bottles of, I kind of like see it as really wasteful. Like, that surely will be well better spent sending it to somebody that you actually know will really love the fragrance. So yeah, I found that to be quite strange. I don't know about you guys. I know that he is going to be doing a giveaway, so he's got like the right mindset when it comes to having multiples of one particular fragrance. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like really weird after watching that. I don't know why. It gives me the knowledge that there are people receiving multiples of these fragrances, and I know that they don't like them. I think that's kind of what triggers me to a certain extent, because what I've been doing recently, and again, I'm a super small content creator, so there is no comparison to me versus somebody else on other platforms like an Instagram, a TikTok, etc., especially when it's super fast paced and you really can't even catch up yourself. But what I've been doing is I've actually been requesting brands now, if they do want to collaborate with me or send me a bottle, rather than sending me the bottle by itself, to actually send me samples prior, so then at least then I know kind of which fragrances I like, which fragrances I dislike, because again, there's no point in me receiving a bottle that I just won't wear, I won't use. I've just come to that point where I will not collaborate with anyone that I truly do not love that particular fragrance. So anyway, I don't know why I made that more weirder than what it seems to be.
I went ahead and I bought 20 fragrances this month. 20 fragrances. It is what it is though. Today we're going to be talking about my 5 least favorite fragrances of this month's fragrance haul. Now we're going to be going from least favorite to most favorite, but all of these were just my least favorite. There's only one fragrance that I didn't like at all though, and that one fragrance is going to be Kilian's Angel Share. Yeah, I know. Kilian's Angel Share, one of Fragrance Talk's most loved and talked about fragrances, but to me, man, I mean, look, it smells good if it was a candle or something, but the only thing that I like about this bottle is just the presentation. It looks like a little whiskey glass, but yeah, that boozy apple pie DNA is just not for me, man. Coming in at my number 4 spot, we got God of Fire. Now, when this fragrance first came in, I was stuck on this shit. I was like, oh my gosh, amazing mango slushy. It smells like a mango nada, like such a beautiful fragrance. But then I was thinking like, man, when am I going to wear this? And how am I going to wear this? Do I want to walk around smelling like a mango nada? It's kind of the same vision that I had with Kilian's Angel Share, but except this in the mango form. But this, in my opinion, still beats that boozy apple pie scent profile that I get from Kilian's Angel Share. Still a beautiful fragrance though. I love it, but I don't think I'd wear it that often. In my number 3 spot, we got Jadoo. Now, this right here is a beautiful, elegant, sophisticated fragrance right here. Fruity, citrusy, pomegranate, rose, and suede. That's what I get off of this fragrance. It's an amazing fragrance, but it's just another one of those fragrances kind of hard to wear. On top of that, it's like a skin scent. I don't know if that's how all my...
But it's... Right, I don't really know what to say about this video because I'm kind of torn with the fact that I know that this man would have blind bought these fragrances, and that's probably why he dislikes them. And this is my whole point. When it comes to fragrances, guys, please do not make the cardinal sin of blind buying fragrances that you know you're not going to wear, that you know that you're going to dislike. Like, there is no point because it's just wasting money, being super wasteful, and it's just one of those things where it's like, I think it'd be a waste of your time as well because you're dedicating your time researching these fragrances, going into a deep dive, trying to find out which ones might work for you, which ones might not work for you, and then as a result you're disappointed anyway. It just does not make logical sense to me, not anymore at least. But I tell you what, I used to be so guilty of that. In fact, like what he was talking about, you know, with the kind of scent profiles that he was expecting from those fragrances, you would think that. And this is the whole point of content creation and fragrance reviewing as a whole. If I say something, do not take it for verbatim that that's exactly how it's going to smell like. Just because I kind of have like a note profile in mind or something that reminds me of this particular fragrance, it does not mean that it will be the same for you guys. In fact, you might have a completely different experience. So anything fragrance related is always going to be so personal. You know, one shoe does not fit all, and I think in this situation it's a little bit disappointing when people have such massive hauls. Like this man said that he had 20 fragrances in this haul, and 5 of which, a quarter, he does not particularly like, which I think is a massive shame. What is he going to do with those fragrances? Is he going to sell them off? Is he just going to keep them for the sake of keeping them? I don't know. So yeah, I just find it a little bit wasteful. But tell a lie, as I said, I've been in that exact same boat, so I completely get why he's done it. So anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. I just wanted to feature some examples of hauls. Now, there are other hauls out there that specify the amount of money people have spent on fragrances. Like there was one particular video, I couldn't download it, so unfortunately I couldn't share it with you guys. This lady had bought $3,000 worth of fragrances that month. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that to me screams credit card debt. It screams, I don't know how I'm spending my money. But who am I to judge? Maybe that's the way she's also earning money at the same time. Maybe she's utilizing those fragrances as content and as a result maybe earning more from having spent $3,000. I don't know how this game works, but to me, I thought that that was one of the most insane things I'd seen in a long time. And you know, it doesn't surprise me anymore. I don't know about you guys, but frankly, there are a lot of like clickbaity titles that just don't surprise me, like with the extent of how many $1,000 spent on fragrances in 1 month, by the way. Not multiple months, but 1 month. And then on top of that, how the quantity of fragrances, like this man, 20 fragrances plus, these things have just become more and more extreme over time. And I don't know whether it's because the perfume world has exploded to an extent that you are starting to compete against other creators and you do have to have that wow factor. I've also suffered a little bit from that. I think I have a really lovely following and I'm super grateful for the people who do subscribe, and I'm one of those really lucky people that I feel everyone kind of has like the same thoughts processes around fragrances and how we buy fragrances, how we love fragrances, and I don't think many creators have that style of community. So forever I'm super grateful for that, and that's why I will keep posting every single week. But I do find that whenever I do have more clickbaity titles, that is when the hordes of people start viewing, and I just find that really funny. So if, for example, I was to do, I don't know, again, a $3,000 fragrance haul, I'm sure that that video would get far more views than any of my other videos. I want to keep my integrity as much as possible. I want to stay true to myself. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please let me know if you've done any massive hauls recently. Have you bought anything for Black Friday? I'm super intrigued. So I wish you guys a lovely week and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.